This is our review of Avatar. I'm here with
BB.
And I'm Santiago. And we're going to run down our positives, our negatives, and then our overall thought about the movie. Let's start off with you, BB. What were some of your positives of the movie?
It had really good cinematography. Most of my positives are all visual.
You didn't like the story all that much?
Story was awful.
Really?
Don't get me started. It was very dull to start up with, although it had a generic storyline, which a lot of movies have a generic storyline, but it's the way you execute it that makes a movie good. And just because it's generic doesn't mean it has to be a bad movie. This was poorly executed, but the reason why it obviously has held up so well is because the visuals were so great, and that's why everyone remembers it as such a great movie. It's all visual based.
Okay, well, some of my positives was, as you said, were the animation. The cinematography was great. Zoe Saldana is a standout character in the movie. The battle sequence also is really good. It reminded me a lot of Star Wars, but other than that, there wasn't really much else. I did find it more entertaining than you did. I still think it is an entertaining movie. It just, we're segueing into our negatives here, the movie is too long, and more than that, it feels way too long. You're in the theater, and you're just like, oh my god, be over. We get it. Save trees. Alright, let's move on.
There was also a lot of poor writing. Like, a lot of the dialogue at some points, it was almost like it was a parody of that kind of movies, and that's not what you want in a movie of this type. And also, the thing they're trying to get is unobtainium.
Yeah, very weird name.
Not weird.
It's generic and
not generic. It's unclever.
It's not very clever at all.
Also, mine was there was a lot of whitewashing. Like most, if not all. Well, there was some, but all of the what were they? The Na'vi.
Yeah, the Na'vi.
Those were the only characters that were people of color. Meanwhile, there was, I think one scientist that was...
only one.
...relevant to the plot at all that was not white. The rest of them is there's representation right there. Also, the Na'vi didn't have a variety of body types. They were all, very...
Slender.
And
tall.
Well, I mean... tall, that's the kind of species that they were, but
yeah, it's a mixed bag.
You can't tell me that there wouldn't be a fat one in there.
Well, I mean, they were
very active, but even so, you can be very active and not be a twig.
Also, one-dimensional villain. The villain was completely obvious. You knew who he was. He had really no motivation other than to be the bad guy with the twirling mustache.
He didn't have a mustache.
I know, but that was just his character was. He was like, meh, I'm evil.
All of the villains were very flat. Stereotypical general with the awful accent.
Yeah.
Remember how I said parody-like? That exactly.
Okay, overall thought?
Beautiful movie. Shit story.
Alright, there you go.
Is that all?
Yep, that's it.
Nothing to add.
Nope.
Cool. Diddly darn done. I can't find